All right, good morning, everyone. We are going to go over section 1.1 and 1.2a, and I'm going to try to go over several problems you have to do on your MyMATLAB assignment. And the number one I want to go over is the question where you have evaluate the expression. So you have y equals, so it's covered as 1.567. And you have y equal 8 and z equal -2. And you have to evaluate 6 times z over 6 times y, actually 6y over z. So if you're substituting the value of z and y, you end up to have, let's see if I can change my, perfect. All right, so it's going to be 6 multiplied by 8 divided by -2. Every time you're dealing with a negative number, please use your parentheses. That gives you 16 over -2, which is -16 over 2, which is -8. All right, let's try to do another one. And let's try to do question 4. That was question 2. So that was the question number 2. Let me maybe do this Q2, question number 2. So question number 3, question number 4. On this question number 4, you have 3x cubed minus z, and you know that x equal -3. I'm using my parentheses right away, and z equal -7. I'm using my parentheses right away. So 3 times -3 cube minus -7, minus -7. And so the use of the parentheses will help you to not make a mistake, because -3 cube is going to be -27 multiplied by 3 minus -7, which is going to give you a +7. All right. -27 multiplied by 3, it's going to be -81 plus 7. And so there, at the end of the day, the answer is going to be -74. 3 times 7, 21. 1 and take 2. -6 plus 2, -6. 3 times 2, 6 plus 2, 8, -81. Yes, we're good. All right, let's move on. Okay, so that was for the question 2. If I go over now the question, let's see which question I would go. Let's try to go over the question 7. On this question 7, we have 5 over 9 multiplied by 1 over 2 multiplied by 3 over 25. So basically what you can do is on your own decide to take these two first and then multiply by the last one, or do the opposite, okay? Or do the opposite. You could do these two and then the last two. Let's try to do these two. Why? Because I think it's pretty easy to have 2 times 25 is 50. So remember what we are dealing with. A over B multiplied by C over D. That means I multiply my top together and I divide by the multiplication of my bottom together. So therefore I got right now 5 over 9 multiply by 3 over 50. And now I do again, and I'm going to have 5 times 3 equals 15 divided by 450. It's probably we can definitely simplify by 5, and so I will have a 3 on the top, and I will have a 90 on the bottom, and I can see that I can simplify by 3 as well. All right. And if I simplify by 3 as well, I will have 1 right here, and I will have 30 on the bottom. All right, let's try to do another one. Let's try to do problem number 11. Question number 11. All right, so question number 11. question number 11. What do we have? We have negative 14 over 15 divided by 28. So basically what we have is divided by 28 over 1. We have the division of two fractions. So I am going to keep my fraction on the top. And basically what we are doing is dividing by another fraction. And what is happening when you're dividing by a fraction? Well, the top doesn't change. And you flip your bottom. So it's going to be 1 over 25, right? And so the answer is going to be negative 14 divided by 15 times 25. And 15 times 25 is 375. Let's move on to the following question. Let's try to problem number 14. On a question number 14, what do we have? We have 4 over 5. It's the same thing, divided by 3 over 10. So I'm going to have basically 4 over 5 over 3 over 10. I want to keep my top. I want to flip my bottom when I multiply, which means it's going to be 10 over 3. I can simplify 10 and 5, which is going to give me 2 right here. And at the end of the day, the answer is going to be 8 over 3. Of course, tapenegger or simplified fraction is the answer. All right, let's move on. On the question number 17. If I do the question number 17, we are having, so what do we have? We have 7 over 20 minus 3 over 20. Because we have the same fraction, we have the same denominator. We can write one fraction bar with the same denominator 20, and we will have on the top 7 minus 3. The answer is going to be 4 over 20 and 4 over 20, and you can simplify your top and your bottom, and that is going to be 1 over 5. That was problem number 17. Let's try to do problem number 23 now. If I want to do the problem number 23, we have 5 over 12 minus 5 over 6. So in this one, we don't have the same denominator. And when you don't have the same denominator, you need to find your LCD. To find your LCD, you need to first write each denominator, then completely factorize each denominator, which is 2 times 2 squared times 3. And you completely factorize into prime each denominator. This one is going to be 2 times 3. The LCD is the multiplication of each factor with the highest power. I have the factor 2 to the power 1 right here, and factor 2 to the power 2, so I will take factor 2 to the power 2. And in both situations, I have factor 3 to the power 1, so it will be factor 3. So obviously, my LCD is going to be 12. In order for me to have each denominator being the same, looking like the LCD, I can see clearly there's nothing that I can do for this one right here, nothing that I can do for this one. But this one, I need to multiply by 2, top and bottom. So I will have to multiply by 2, top and bottom, in order for me now to deal with a 5 over 12 minus 10 over 12. Because I have the same denominator, I can rewrite this under the same fraction bar, 5 minus 10, and the answer is going to be minus 5 over 12. All right, so I did question number 23. Let's try to do question number 29. On the question number 29, what do we have? On the question, write the number as a decimal, 11 over 4. So you just need to take your calculator and you do 11 divided by 4. And you end up to have a 2.75. Very easy question. All right, problem number 29 done. So let's try to do problem number 32. On the problem number 32, what do we have? We need to insert greater, less, or equal to a true statement. So we have 0.9028 and negative 0.9082. Remember that when you are on your number line, when 0 is right here, negative 1 is right here, negative 2 is right here. So if you had to position these two numbers right here, the negative number on the left, I will have obviously negative 0.9028 right here and negative 0.9082 right here. And so that allows me to say that the first one is greater than the second one. Okay. That was problem number 32. Let's try to do problem number 34, as it is the same kind of problem. And in this problem number 34, what do we have? We have 63 over 95, and we have 0.668. And 63 divided by 95, it is 63 divided by 95, it is equal at 0.663. So obviously I can clearly say, again, number line, 0 is right here, 0.663 is right there, and 0.668 is right here, and I can clearly say that 0.668 will be greater than 0.663. Now, problem number 38. Problem number 38. Question number 38. On this question number 38, find the value of the following expression. So we have 2/5 minus 3 times 7.1. So what you are going to do is you are going to multiply 3 times 7.1. 3 times 7.1. And that is a 2/5 minus 21.5. Now, what is 2 divided by 5? It's 0.4. So we got 0.4 minus 221.5. And so 3 times 7.1. 21.3, not 21.5. 21.3. And the answer is going to be negative 20.9. All right. That was for 39. Okay, guys, so that was for the 1.1 and 1.2a. I will continue and try to cover a few problems, and along these problems I will cover, I will, if it's necessary, go over a few things that you must remember. So, thank you very much, and let's move on to the next section.